Yo, so the most crazy thing just happened. So I finished my camping. I was gonna stay a day longer, but then I don't know, I woke up and I was like, I kind of think if I'm gonna make the most of this trip, I am gonna leave. I just felt right for some reason. Like it felt weirdly like right, especially because, you know, it was a long trek. And then when I went there, I had to do it in the sun, which was brutal. But it was overcast today, so I thought, well, you know, if I am thinking of leaving, like now is the time to do it. And because I was taken up by that couple before, it was just over. It was a bit longer. It's like 2.5 hours to get back. And I was about 20 minutes into my hike down. Luckily, it's a bit easier when the sun's not out and it's downhill. And without even trying to hitch, I managed, like, this guy stopped. This guy stopped, and he kind of like waved me over. So I went over, and he again said something in Russian. I said, "I'm Almaty." He said, waved his head, "Get in." So I get in his car, and turns out he actually speaks like broken English. So he's asking me all sorts of questions. He's like, "Yo, what's your name? Are you married? Do you have a wife? Where are you from?" That kind of stuff. And then he's asking, "Oh, like, where do you go after this?" I said, "Oh, I'm going to Kyrgyzstan, maybe tomorrow." He said, "No way." He said, "I was born in Kyrgyzstan, raised in Kazakhstan." He said, "But my brother, he's going to Bishkek tomorrow." He said, "I'll phone him, and he can take you for free." I was like, "What, for free?" "No, man, come on, like, I need to give you some money." He's like, no, I'm Muslim." He's like, "You're my brother." So he's like, "Yeah, this is my number. Text me tomorrow. I'll send you a geolocation. Go to that location. And then, yeah, you two can head to Bishkek together." So crazy. Means I don't have to deal with a complicated bus. I'm sure getting to this location might be trouble as well. So we'll see. Could all go to shit. Might not find him. Or I don't know, it doesn't work out or something. I'll just get the bus, but man, it just seemed way too perfect, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Like destiny. It's like perfect day to leave, it felt right. I left, I meet this guy. His brother's going to Bishkek, so yeah, I'll keep you updated with how it goes. Might end up not getting there, might, you know, end up complicated like it usually is, but we'll see. I'm excited. It's so random as well. I wasn't even like, didn't even stick my thumb out, but so many people hitch in this country, so they just stop and ask. So it's so kind of him. Such a nice man. So he dropped me off in town and said, yeah, give me a text tomorrow. So that's the plan. So I'm on my way to the hostel. I booked the same hostel as the one I had before in Almaty. It's genuinely the best hostel I've ever been in. It's like a capsule hostel, super cheap, like £16 a night. But like you get complete privacy. It's like a little cupboard. You know, you've got working electricity on every cabin. You've got showers that are clean, toilets just outside the room. Like it's the best hostel I've ever been in, and one of the cheapest as well. So I was like, why bother looking for a nice hotel when I can just get a cheap hostel that I've stayed in that I know is going to be good? So there we go, I'm heading there now. So today, number one goal, I'm off to find the bazaar, which is just down there. It's mental. There's loads of like sellers and stuff, which is where I got these super obnoxious sunglasses. But to be fair, it is very sunny, so I kind of need them. But also while camping, I lost my earring. I'm not sure if it's fully closed up or not. I'm gonna try and find an earring and poke it through, so it doesn't close up. So yeah, that's first point of order. Second point of order, ice cream. I really want to get a nice ice cream. I've seen loads here, just haven't, you know, got round to getting one yet. And then third point of order, probably the most important, is meeting Berik's brother. So hopefully he can take me to Kyrgyzstan. Now if he can't, or you know, I can't find him or whatever, I can get a bus at 4 and 6 p.m. but I reckon they'll be full, especially on the day. So who knows, I might have to even stay another night. We'll see. We'll see if we can find some way to get there, but the aim is to get there today. I kind of want to get there today because I've got a hotel, and then when I booked it, I didn't really realize it. It's non-refundable. So if I cancel my booking, I get charged. If I don't show up, I get charged. And then when I show up, I'll obviously be able to pay for it. So yeah, hopefully all is well. So I really need to get there today. So luck be on my side, right? Pray for me. Problem is, it's a Monday, and yesterday was a Sunday. I kind of blew it because everybody was out selling their wares, obviously, on the Sunday, and now everybody's at work, so there's not as many markets. But we'll see if we can spot something. I might even go into the big green bazaar to see if there's any in there. But yeah, there's loads more people here yesterday. So it's not exactly my style. It's a bit gold for me, a bit flashy. But it's the only thing I could find that'll hold it until I can find something maybe a bit more my style. But there you go, got like a little golden cross. So that's me blinged out. Yeah, looks sick. Sexy Sam is back. So I got one with all the flavours. So colourful. That's mental. So, update. Beric told me to get a taxi to go to his brother's house, and then his brother would take me from there. He said, just take a taxi, it's fine. Only problem is, I can't use taxis here because my phone doesn't accept the Yandex app. So now he's personally coming. I feel so bad. He's personally coming to pick me up, to take me. Which is crazy, so kind of him. So I said I'd give him some money to say thank you. And he seemed okay with that. He didn't take money yesterday, but he seems okay now. But yeah, no, what a lovely guy. So hopefully he's gonna come pick me up in about 10 minutes and then we can go. So, mental. So this is my ride, apparently.
А с этой стороны будет? No borgo? Hello, my friend.
Kazakhstan.
Видео? Европа. Снимаешь, да? Ты снимаешь? Ты снимаешь? Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan. Ready?
1, 2, 3. Давай. Что есть? Да. Сейчас, как там было? А. Дыхание рук, пиздец, да? Nice, Coca-Cola. Pepsi,
Pepsi, of course.
What are you doing this in Kazakhstan?
I'm a tourist. Okay, this is the border going into Kyrgyzstan. The non-traditional route. I made it. I managed to get a taxi from the border, which I know is a bit more expensive than I would have hoped, but it's still cheap, so. And it saves me, you know, it's like 3 a.m. It saves me the thought of doing anything else. So all I care about is that. But I made it. What a journey. So Bedek's brother and Ida, they dropped me off where they were gonna turn off. So lovely of them to give me a lift. And then I hitched another ride to the border, which was so lovely that someone picked me up. It's like 2 a.m. at the time. And then I went through the border, so easy. And then, and then I got a taxi to here. And luckily someone was awake to let me in. So I feel very blessed. And I'm a very lucky man to have that waiting for me, so thank God. I'm not gonna lie, it's very early in the morning, and that shit kind of scared me. That is mental. I didn't even know they had calls to prayer at this early in the morning. There you go. Oh, I had such a good sleep. But yeah, now it's the morning. I gotta do the essentials when you go to a new country. Gotta get your SIM card, gotta do money exchange, gotta do all that good stuff. So yeah, on some good food, maybe even a beer as well. So let's go do that. I also heard when you visit Kyrgyzstan, most people go to a place called Istanbul, which I think is like a lakeside kind of, town. Apparently it's really nice to visit. Unfortunately, again, I only have 3 days here. I don't really have the time to like go, trekking across the country. So I'm gonna make the most of my time here in Bishkek, but yeah, no. So if you ever, end up in Kyrgyzstan, apparently Issykul's the place to go. So that's what I've heard anyway. But yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff around here anyway. So we'll try and suss that out once I've got sorted. So some interesting things that I learned from I did yesterday. Number one, the only Kazakh word I've learned throughout this whole trip, which is really bad. But he taught me the word bazaronye. I'm not pronouncing that right. Also don't know if it's like a really bad or offensive word, but he taught me it. And apparently he said it means like gangster. So I've been rolling with that a lot. I thought that's fun. The other thing, we were of course discussing through Google Translate. And through Google Translate, we were talking about my travels, what I'm planning to do. And originally, I was gonna go to Shymkent after Tashkent, in Uzbekistan, and then fly back from there and visit there. Only thing is, Ida was like, yeah, you probably shouldn't go there. He'd been there a lot because he rides motorcycles there, and he was like, yeah, there's like a lot of criminals there apparently. He said here in Almaty, or when we were there, he was like, they're quite cultured here, but in Shymkent, like not so much. So he said, maybe it's not the best if you go. So I decided, you know, fair enough, local knowledge and all that. If there's a lot of criminals in Shymkent, I'm just gonna fly back to Astana from Tashkent to get my flight home. So I decided to skip out on Shymkent. Maybe it's a lovely place, I'm sure. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of apprehensive when even the locals like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't go to Shymkent. Oh well. But yeah, no, so I'm gonna finish my trip hopefully in Uzbekistan. I booked my flight earlier, and yeah, fly back to Astana to then go home. So I've got 1 more week of traveling, Kyrgyzstan and then Uzbekistan, and then I go back. But yeah, no, so helpful. So I'm glad I've been informed, you know, the vocabulary, where to go, where not to go. But yeah, now I'm here, so I'm gonna try and enjoy my time here with my very obnoxious shades that needed to be bought, because man, the sun is out today, I tell you that. Look at this absolute unit of a flying saucer. What is that? No clue. Not a Scooby. So all of this is known as Victory Square. I don't really know why it's called Victory Square. I'll look it up when I have some internet. But yeah, there's like a huge monument. So clearly it's something important. I assume either like independence or some kind of battle. So if I'm correct, I believe this is downtown Bishkek, close to the center anyway. Yeah. I think this is a shopping center, so I'm gonna go in and buy myself a SIM card here. Once again, it goes on and on and on. Oh, and look at this. This made me laugh. Crazy bitch. Still no luck on the SIM cards yet. We're gonna try the next floor, which I believe is around here. Yeah. There's like 5 floors to this place. I don't know how I'm supposed to find anything. Actually, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ground floor 7. 7 floors. Mad. So I got myself a new earring as well. Something a little less, you know, dazzling. I think it's a little more my style. So yeah, that was just a temporary one to make sure my ear didn't close up. But I don't know if I like it or not, but it's the best I could get. And it's also a little more subtle, but we'll see. I'll wear it a few days, see what I think. Funny enough, I did find my other earring this morning, but I'd lost the back of it. So I found the back, lost the back, found the other earring. So just typical, but yeah, at least I have it back. So that's something, I guess. And my other mission for today is to buy a train ticket to Tashkent, because I don't want to happen what happened to me in Kyrgyzstan, where the train's booked up for the next week. But even if it was, I wouldn't be able to. But I'm just, idea is I book my train as early as possible, so I'm not on the day going so don't know how to do that, don't even know where the train station is, but that's the mission for today, I guess. But right now I'm starving, so I'm gonna go get some scram. So originally I thought they were like beer kegs, which I was thinking that's very strange, because one, very Muslim country, two, illegal to drink in public here. Turns out they're just vitamin drinks. So yeah, both a surprise and possibly a disappointment. There you go, Victory Square again. But yeah, so Bishkek has about the same population as Astana, except as you can see, it's not nearly as built up. But you can see a lot of cranes like this one, so I do think it's developing fast. But yeah, I have a feeling because Kazakhstan's so big, you can get rich off the natural resources quite easily, whereas, you know, Kyrgyzstan is a pretty tiny country, so they don't have as much wealth to just pour in to their capital. But yeah, still some pretty interesting stuff. I'm gonna go check out that mosque later, I think, and yeah, hopefully see the Osh Bazaar as well, which apparently is quite good. Might even pick up a few souvenirs. So yeah, I'll check those things out for sure.